Dear with everyone, we're not in my messy bedroom, but I have managed to mess up the sitting room, so there's that. My name is Diesel, you are most welcome. I'm sorry for the echo and the terrible lighting, but obviously we're in a different place, and I'm not bothered to move, so there's that. Today we're going to be talking about a book. It is a contemporary young adult. It is called After Us by Hart. So let's just get right to it. It's bedtime soon. So what's it all about? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. After Us is about Melissa and Javier, I think that's pronounced right, who are quoted as being two broken souls who have to fix each other. They knew each other beforehand because their cousin and friend had a love affair which ended in tragedy. And now they are reintroduced to each other and are both forced to deal with difficult things that are happening in their life. On one hand, you have Melissa, whose friend was in the relationship. And after the tragedy happened, she was kind of ripped away from her friend. And ever since then, she has had some pretty crappy things happen to her in her life. Javier, on the other hand, he also has had some pretty crappy things happen. And now he really wants revenge for the tragedy that took place on his cousin Diego. And basically, After Us is a tale of young love trying to survive some of the most insane obstacles to be thrown at teenagers. So sit back, relax, and get comfortable because you're about to learn some Spanish and some information about drug cartels and cancer. We will start off our thoughts the way we always start off thoughts, and that is with writing style. This might sound really petty, but it drove me up the wall, so I'm gonna have to mention it to you. Obviously, Javier is, maybe not obviously, he is Cuban. He's from Cuba, and his family have moved to America to have a better life. And he obviously speaks Spanish in his home life or day to day. And so that comes up a lot. There's a lot of Spanish phrases in this. And that's fine. I actually learned some Spanish while doing it. It was pretty interesting because I was like, oh, what does it mean? And the thing that bothered me about writing style was every Spanish word is put in italics. Don't ask me why that grated on me, but it really did. Like, I can't even explain it. I just got frustrated. When it started off first, I got this thing into my head that this was going to annoy me, and it really did. And it's not even like a mark against the book. That might just be me being crazy, but it really, really grated on my nerves to the point where my enjoyment of the book actually went down because all I could think was, oh my god, I hate this. Which, I mean, is unexplainable, but it happened, so I thought I'd have to tell you. Other than that, writing style was pretty run-of-the-mill, pretty average. Nothing overly exciting to report back, but nothing annoying either, apart from those damn italics. So, plotline. In theory, there's nothing wrong with the plotline. The story is pretty good. The whole Diego storyline, I really enjoyed. I thought that was awesome. It's just the love story between Javier and Melissa. I just was kind of like, blah. I don't know, like, it was an interesting take on a story, with the drug cartels, and I didn't really care much for the cancer storyline. That more just kind of was like, I could do without that and just have the drug cartels. But, I don't know. Collect your thoughts, Jenny. It's going to be okay. I just, like, I didn't not enjoy this book, but I didn't love it either. It didn't excite me. I kind of, to be honest, just read it because why I like to finish every book that I get. Like, it's nothing extraordinary special. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you should totally read this. It would kind of be more of a, yeah, if you want to read it, go ahead. Like, I wouldn't buy it for myself. I wouldn't buy it for anyone else. Like I said, I did like the drug cartel story. That was super interesting. And the twist on that at the end was pretty cool. Both twists, and if you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. That was freaking awesome. But the love story between Melissa and Javi just wasn't really that interesting to me personally. I didn't root for them. I didn't fight for them to be together. He had a bit of a possession thing going on, and I'm not really into that. And I just kind of found her a bit whiny. And I know she, is suffering terrible illness and stuff, so she's kind of allowed to be whiny. But I was just like, oh my god, shut up. So even if the book just had the drug cartel thing and the Diego storyline, the Javi seeking revenge, I probably would have liked it, but it was dampened by this love story that got in the way, which unfortunately is like one of the big focuses of the book, so it kind of was like meh for me. But I wanted to tell you because, my motto for reviewing books is, if I read it, I'm going to tell you that I read it, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I thought about it, so you can decide after that. That's all I have to say. That's literally it. I'm reading another book at the moment, and I will be reviewing that when I finish. And other than that, that is all. Pretty much more of the same on my blog on this one. Nothing I imagine interesting will be said other than my annoyance at italics. So that's it. I'll talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day. It's absolutely lashing rain here, so if it's the same where you are, please be safe and bring a brolly. And I'll talk to you all next time. Watch out for floods and leaking pipes. Don't know. Slán.